Ilya, they say that software will eat the world or eat the planet. That's what they say.
Yeah.
But there's every apps are being created for every conceivable thing, and it hasn't escaped my notice that you've got Oculus on the wall here and all this kind of stuff. But
Yeah.
in the meantime, our experience of Facebook is what we see on our mobile phones
Yeah.
and on our computer screens. Games developers, app developers, all social platforms are trying to really create the ideal ecosystems to host the best apps in the best conditions and also to make app developers money.
Yeah.
Can you tell me about Facebook's efforts so far?
Yeah, so I mean, we're really invested in this cross-platform idea. The idea is that everyone out there who's got a phone or an operating system is trying to fill out the stack with services so that developers stay in their environment and really build apps for a particular silo of theirs. But we think that apps should be across all the platforms. There's obviously the major mobile ones, iOS, Android, Windows Phone, but we've got lots of stuff coming out, right? There's wearables, there's Oculus coming at some point. There's lots of stuff being developed, and we really think that a developer shouldn't be locked into one silo or another. They should be able to really get out to the market as fast as possible across all the platforms. And so what we try to do is help them build their app with as little pain, as little effort as possible, really just focusing on the very unique part of their app, the thing that actually makes it different than everything else. Then we help them grow across all these platforms, right? Because it's different to grow on different platforms. It's hard to get users. They've all got different dynamics. Facebook is present in all of them, and so we can help folks get out and really reach the right users, the ones who are going to engage with the app, care about the app, who want to use the app, so we can help them there. And then we can help them monetize across all the platforms. And so really focused on a very broad spectrum of these services.
Because you guys would have a lot of the big names already that would come through. We've remembered Farmville, and we've got all the various current games that are quite hot. And I'm trying to remember some of them. There's just so many of them. But you guys have really helped these companies grow. I mean, some companies didn't exist really before they became big on Facebook. So how do you work with these companies? And is it a lot of marketing kind of involved in it, or is it how do they best market themselves on Facebook, or is it really down to also the stability of the app as well? Because you've never seen Facebook down, so same with games.
It's all of the above, right? We provide them services so that they can build their app, and we make it stable, we make it cross-platform, make it as easy to use as possible. We give them things like an actual database and servers in the Parse product. We give them an identity in the login product. We do all of those things, and then we help drive traffic to their apps. So they're either sharing great organic content into Facebook and then getting people to come back, or they're paying us for really great targeted ads that perform well, that get them the right users at the right time.
And what does the future look like? You mentioned there across platforms, like wearables are going to be, huge next year. You're going to see, no doubt, we'll see a Facebook app for the Apple Watch, no doubt, and all these different things will happen. Even today's games consoles. Are you guys ready for that multi-screen future, or is there more to come?
Yeah, I mean, that's what we're all about, right? So the company I started, Parse, is really about making it easy to move from one platform to another. You get started on one, and you can jump around to the next one. And obviously, combining with Facebook, Facebook already has a presence on more or less every device. And so the combination of the two lets us really easily jump to where people need to be. So if developers need to be on the watch, or they need to be on the next smart TV, or they need to be on Oculus, we'll be there with a good SDK, with all the services they need.
So one crazy idea just entered my head there, just while you were talking there. It was really about developers are professionals. But what about the amateur developers? Maybe someday in the future we have kids learning how to code in schools now. Maybe one day could Facebook also be a sandpit for kids to show off their new app or something?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, we already do that. Lots of the developers on Parse are new to coding. They're just getting started. They're either in one of these schools, or they're in a high school, or they're switching careers, and they can get started really quickly, get something that's valuable out the door. One really great example of this is we had this guy, he was 16 years old, and he built this game called Four Snaps. His name is Michael Saman, and he built this game called Four Snaps, and it's like a sort of a Pictionary type thing. You get assigned a word, and you have to take photos of things that represent that word. And he started paying his bills. He started paying his parents' bills with this app, and he built it using Parse. He promoted it using Facebook. It's Facebook integrated, and it was a great story. He did a great job with that. He actually now works at Facebook and worked on our team for some time. So this is already happening, right? This is the new economy. This is happening.